All right, so I got the tarp back on. I keep trying to tell this story, and the phone keeps cutting me off, but I'm going to try it again and see how far I get, because I'm not a quitter. So we'll try it again here and see. I didn't survive as long as I have by being a quitter, that's for sure. Anyway, I was telling about how I got a feeling when I was at the store that I needed to go and check the back area out again, the back compound, even though I had already been there and I had no reason to think there was anything there that I need. But I did go back and check, because I've learned that when I have a feeling like that, I should listen to it. Whenever I don't listen to it, I end up regretting it. I end up missing out on something good, or I end up in a bad situation, or whatever, if I don't listen to that feeling. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you a story now of something that happened years and years ago, going back now probably 25 years ago. I had a friend who lived in a converted schoolhouse. She bought this old schoolhouse, and it had been turned into a house anyway, and that's where she lived. Well, she went down to the United States for a month, and she asked me to check on her house periodically while she was away. Anyway, I go out every so often and just walk through the house, Anyway, this one day I went out there. They hadn't been gone very long. They had been gone. Might have even been the first time I checked on the house. I don't know. Anyway, it would either be the first or second time I checked on it. But I walked all around downstairs. I didn't go upstairs. There was an attic upstairs where her daughter slept. It was like her daughter's bedroom. I didn't go up there. I just went around the bottom part of the house. There was nobody around, nothing unusual happening that I could see, nothing out of place. So I was satisfied everything was good. I did a security check like Rocky does. Only Rocky probably would have been more thorough than I was. He wouldn't have missed this thing that I missed the first time. Anyway, because he's a professional, Rocky is. Anyway, what happened was I get back in my car. I drive 8 miles into town. And the whole way in, I got this feeling like I'm being pulled back to that house. Like I need to go back to that house, that there's something that I missed and I need to go back. And I kept telling myself, there's no way I walked all through the house. If there had been anything, I'd have seen it. That's just crazy. When I got back into town, anyway, it was just overwhelming. I had to go back out there. So I was mad at myself because I thought I'm being silly. What am I doing going back out there for? But anyway, I went back out because I just had an overwhelming feeling that I should. And this time when I went back out, the only place I hadn't checked was the attic upstairs, which was the daughter's bedroom. So I thought, well, I've looked everywhere else. This is the only place that I haven't looked, so I'll go up there. I went up there, and as soon as I got up there, I could smell a smell like an electrical burning smell, and I could hear a humming sound like a 60-cycle hum. And so then I start looking for the source of it. What the little girl had done is she had built a fort out of cardboard boxes. She had gotten a hold of some big cardboard boxes, like the kind that you get a refrigerator or a washing machine or whatever in. And she had built a fort up there with them. Well, the fort had partially collapsed. And those fans, they'd have a clip on them. You can clip them onto a piece of furniture or whatever, and they'll stay there. She had clipped one of those onto one of these boxes. And what had happened was the box, when it collapsed, everything kind of went in on itself. And that fan had, basically, it had stopped turning. It had seized up, and it was overheating, and it was actually starting to burn the box. You could actually see some scorching on the box because the motor of the fan was overheating. And that would have burnt the house down. It hadn't tripped the breaker for whatever reason. And it was in the process of setting the box on fire. And you could actually see some scorch marks where the electric fan motor was up against the box. So anyway, I unplugged that and got it out of there. But But see, that's what I'm saying. If I hadn't listened to that feeling, that house would have burnt to the ground. So there's an example there why I always listen to that feeling anyway, even when it seems silly. And yesterday, once again, listening to that feeling paid off, because I got a lovely tarp to cover the tent with. So there you go. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. We'll talk to you later. I actually got to tell the whole story and not have the phone shut down on me this time, which is good. I really didn't believe that was going to happen. 3 times I tried to tell this story, and 3 times the phone shut down on me. Anyway, we'll see y'all later. Bye for now.